I left my husband and he left for Massachusetts to win my heart back. He said he would ride the entire country. When he started riding, I came back. Ever since, I've been trying to find my way in his world. We faced many stumbling blocks and many challenges. I fail every day. I make mistakes constantly, but I just keep trying. I can do this.
I got this cold, as the whole house does. It's like a petri dish in here right now. I just keep giving it to each other. So I keep coughing and my lower back's sore, so just gonna slow it down a little bit tonight. But so tonight's topic is probably going to be very difficult, but I'm gonna get through it. Trisha says, oh yes, I do. I used to do that and use smaller plates, so you feel like you have a full plate. Yes. I have these ceramic like ones, like chopsticks. I like chopsticks though. I think they're fun, but I do have to eat slower with them because I'm not that good at them. So I apologize in advance if I cough, if I hack, just crappy. But so the topic today was like my most embarrassing moment. And we all have embarrassing moments. I'm talking about like most embarrassing moment with my weight. Where my weight was concerned, I guess when I realized that I had a problem, or that I was not normal, I guess society's standards of normal. And it was actually the year that I met Eric, and me and two of my best friends drove to Minnesota for my dad's retirement party. And while we were there, we ended up going to Valley Fair, which is like for Indiana people, kind of like what is that, Holiday World, and or like Six Flags. It's an amusement park. Anyways, and at Valley Fair they had this ride, and it looked so much fun. And hi Mom, I am a thrill junkie. Like, if it goes fast and it's dangerous, I'm on board. I've always been that way. I've always enjoyed fast cars, fast moving, anything to get my heart beating. And so this ride was different than all the other rides, and I mean, it was really extreme. And I was so excited to get on the ride. And at the beginning of the line, they had, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. At the beginning of the line, more like after you make your way through the maze, you know, that you have to go through, they had a seat there to see if you could fit in it. Or like, you know how sometimes they have those, you must be this tall to ride this ride kind of signs. Well, this was basically, you must be this skinny to ride this ride. And so I'm like thinking to myself, I got this, you know, no problem. But I got up in there, and my breasts were too big, and I couldn't put the bars down. And so I was mortified. And there wasn't like a huge line. There wasn't like a ton of people there watching or anything. But there was my two best friends, my father, my brother, my mother, and my brother's girlfriend, now wife. All of us were there. And so it was embarrassing in front of all of the people that I love the most and who I care about their opinions. That's who it happened in front of. And so it was mortifying for me. And that was when I realized that I didn't fit into society's standards of healthy, because I couldn't get on the ride, that one ride, and it changed me. I guess it made it so that I became extremely self-conscious. It was like after that I started kind of going through a tomboy phase where I dressed like a boy, and I didn't want to be looked at like a woman or anything like that, because I was so embarrassed, and surely a big girl's not sexy, so I needed to not to try to be. I was my own devil in my mind. I mean, I would tell myself the most horrible things, and that if someone else said to me, I wouldn't allow it. I would have punched them in the face if they would have said it to me, but I was saying it to me. And then, you know, gosh, I think I probably was still like that up until this journey started. You know, I started to finally look at myself through Eric's eyes and through my mother's eyes and my friend's eyes, and see that probably everybody in the world hates something about themselves. You know, there's something about everybody that they want to hide or not show off because they're embarrassed, or they feel like it makes them stand out in a crowd and they want that attention. That was when I guess I started realizing that I wasn't a whole lot different than the rest of the world. Everyone has insecurities, and mine just happens to be obesity. And in high school, I can remember if someone called me fat, it being like dagger to the heart. You could call me the B word, you could call me any other name, but you call me fat and I would just die. And now it's like I don't necessarily accept it, but I know that it's true. I don't find the word offensive like I used to, because it's just a word. It's just a word. It means nothing. Literally means nothing. It only means something to the person using the word, throwing it at you. But it only hurts you if you allow it to hurt you. And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, after that, I'm going to speed this up a little. After that roller coaster, I became scared to try and get on any other ones after that, because I didn't want to go through the same fear. And so, like, anytime any news articles or paper like the New York Times or any of the journalists that I've talked to during this journey have asked me what's the one thing that I want to do when I reach my goal, I literally say go to Disneyland. And it's no joke. I know that, you know, NFL players joke about it and all that stuff, but for me it's like real. That's what I want to do. That's like my goal, is to be able to get on any roller coaster ride and not have a fear that I'm going to be rejected by society's standards of normal. And standards unfairly, I think, especially for women, because a lot of women, we carry our weight up top. And those bars, they're resting right on your breastages, and sometimes they're big, and it's kind of unfair. So whether a woman is overweight or not, or if she's just well endowed, it gives them self-esteem issues, and Not saying that I'm going to march or say that they need to change it and carry signs, nothing like that. But I'm just saying that it was a pivotal moment for me, realizing that there are times when someone who is obese or struggling with weight is completely secluded and isolated and didn't do it intentionally. They didn't ask to be isolated. They didn't do it themselves. You know, society did. And it was a huge moment for me, I guess. And hiding the way I did for as long as I did, that wasn't the reason, but it didn't help that I had, you know, that I was self-conscious. So to be able to go out on the road with Eric on a bike and be 200 plus pounds and show the world that, hey, this is normal too. I don't want this to be the reason that I die, but this is my normal right now, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because I'm here. So it felt good to be able to go out on the bike and on the road and people having to see my fat behind and accept that whether or not they love me, I love me. And I don't have to fit into your agenda. I really don't. I don't have to go on that roller coaster. I don't, but I would like to. But I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm here to live my life. I'm here to live a happy life. And I'm here to live a happy, long life. And that is the only reason why I'm out here with Eric trying to lose weight, because I came to a point in my life where I became content with myself. This is the body, the genes that God gave me, and I am only doing what I was dealt with, and I am doing the best that I can. So I just decided I love me. I'm not boasting, but I am not going to allow anyone. I mean, you can call me names if you want to, but I'm not going to listen. The important thing is that I don't call me names anymore. Is that I don't tell myself, you're too fat to get on that roller coaster, or you'll never equal up. Those kind of things that I used to tell myself. I don't need to do that. You know, there's plenty of people out there in the world that do that for me. So, and that's the kind of thing that I tell myself all the time, because those are the things that I am. And you can feel however you want to feel about me. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but that does not make it true. I'm fat, and that's okay. It doesn't matter that I'm fat. It doesn't matter that I have extra curves where some girls don't. It only matters that I want to live a long life and that I'm trying to get healthier, not get skinnier. I'm trying to give myself a better heart, to cure anything that's going on in my body by exercise and changing mainly my the way I look at myself, positivity, being more optimistic, and not even letting the negativity out. Like, thinking it's one thing, but not letting it ever give birth. Never letting it come out of your mouth if it's negative. Just that thought is there, and then let it be gone. Boom. So, if I never make it back on a roller coaster. That's fine by me. But it will always be kind of like my Paris. You know how they say, well, we'll always have Paris. It will always be that memory that sticks with me as a defining moment in my life. And for a while, it haunted me, and it made me self-conscious. It made me dislike myself. It made me look at the world differently. But I grew and I matured, and I learned that that seat doesn't define me. Just because I can't fit in that seat and go on that roller coaster doesn't make me anything that I'm not. I don't know why I'm saying that wrong. Endorphins. Okay. I guess I'm saying that disappointment that I felt that day wasn't going to be the only time that it happens. It's going to happen. But accepting yourself, learning to accept yourself, learning to love yourself is what you should take from that. And it shouldn't be negative thoughts. It shouldn't be you beating yourself down because you didn't fit into whoever created that ride's agenda. You need to take with you when you walk away from a disappointment like that, that's one thing in the whole world. There's so many other things that you can do, and so many other things that you can pursue. It's just not letting someone else's ideas be your own. You need to have your own, and not to beat yourself down, because I did it for years, too long, way too long. And I mean, we're finally at a place now in society where women, oh, my hand's numb again, where women can go shopping and and find clothes that fit, clothes that are cute. I can remember in high school it being a challenge, you know. I would wear men's Levi's jeans because I couldn't find women's jeans that looked good on my booty, and I was not about to wear it. So I would look for whatever I could find, mix and match, and, you know, putting it together. I became kind of my own little designer in high school to just try to look cute, because they didn't have those kind of clothes or sizings back then, but now they do. Now it's starting to get to the point where the world is more accepting of people of all shapes and sizes, colors and creeds, and there's something for everybody. So it's just, don't, to the young girls, I guess, who watch this, to the young girls of the world, don't be like me. You know, if there's a booth that you can't fit into, or there's a ride that you can't, hang on. Okay. Yeah, if there is a booth that you can't fit into or a ride that you can't get on, do not let it define who you are. Let it be a moment in your life when you realize that the world does not cater to you or to anyone. And that even the skinniest and the most beautiful women out there, they have struggles. They look at themselves in the mirror and there's flaws on themselves that they see that they hate. You are no different from any other woman in the world. We are all very hard on ourselves, all of us. So, to my nieces and all the young women in the world, do not let that define you. Let it be a pivotal moment. And let it be your Paris. Let it be a reminder to just be stronger than what society expects you to be. Kick their butts. Anyway,